Welcome back to PWNcast. This is episode 21. We are in patch 5.4.8. I am your fill-in host, Belle. Eli is stuck in Timeless Isle because he couldn't get a mage port from Frysa. Thanks, Frysa. I did bring the Riders of Rohan with me. Actually did bring both of them this time. We have the druid who removes curses from his enemies, Frysa.
Oh, well, you know, you can't make it easy on yourself. You got to make it as hard as you can. So if you could remove a curse from an enemy, do it. Make it a little more difficult on yourself.
Agreed.
And then soothe your partner when he's, you know, enraging and getting all his stacks up. You want to soothe that out and make sure it all goes back to 0.
You're so solid for soothing. That's
solid druid.
It's like a hug.
No, I'm doing great. It's great to be back every week. I look forward to this. It's really awesome. So it's really good to hang out with you guys and talk about WoW. So let's do it.
Awesome. It is great to have you. I always miss you when you're not here.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just saying that for show purposes. Nobody really believes it.
In that case, I'm done.
I also have the Tauren that has the moves like Jagger. What's up, Spam?
Oh, I can't hear him.
Technical difficulties, please stand by.
And he mutes when he shouldn't. Yay!
Yeah.
Always.
What's up, Spam?
It's been a good week for me. It's been a busy week, in and out of WoW. We got a lot to talk about though, so quiet up, Spam.
We do have a lot to talk about, and let me give you guys just a quick list of what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the barbershop. Now allows face changes. The 10th anniversary event dates were announced. The new heirloom prices. The pre-patch event, which does include the Blasted Lands quest for the Dark Portal. The duck appearance in Draenor. Ducks? What? The Wowhead Week 10 beta key giveaway and the beta launched for the pre-patch, which I guess it's PTR for content testing for 6.0. So let's get right into it. Let's start with the barbershop allowing face changes. Huge.
It's long time coming.
Yes.
I think.
Yes,
it's priced also. It's only 39 gold.
It's not bad at all, and I think they should have did this a long time ago. I couldn't stand the way the barbershop was before, where you had to like fix your camera perfect to get it in there, or if you couldn't see your hair because if you moved this too much, it would freak out the whole thing, and that was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I love the whole idea how you can do that. I think that was great that they brought that into the game. It's a long time coming because what they did was they just made this great idea. They said you're going to be able to change your hair and you're going to be able to change your facial features, and we're going to put it right there in the capital cities or wherever they have it. And then they never went back to it ever again, ever. And they never talked about it. And there was a lot of issues with it though, because you have to always change your face, your camera angle, and it was a horrible way that they did that. And now finally one of them said, okay, we got some extra dollars, let's go over there and let's fix the one thing that people are talking about, and let's get it done the way we should get it done. And you know what? I think after they fix it this time, they're probably not going to fix it for another 5 more years.
And I think the real reason that they did this is because some of the new models, if you had an old model and when you switch over to that new model, them bitches are ugly. Some of those gnomes and some of those dwarfs and even some of those human faces, like that is not good faces. So I think even my human, she's got issues. So I think that was a means to rectify, oh, we're sorry that we gave you an ugly face. We're going to let you fix it real quick instead of being bombarded with appearance changes, which used to cost, what, $10?
Somewhere on there.
To change it. I think it's awesome. Everybody's pretty happy. I have a graphic of what the UI looks like for the appearance change face. It's going to be right here. Moving on to the 10th anniversary event, not new news, very old news. However, they did announce the dates. The dates are November 21st through January 6th.
Ooh.
January 6th. This is a problem. This is a problem because the new molten core that's for the event, you have to be max level. As Spam indicated in the pre-show, this is a problem. You're saying so from this 9 or 10 days from the expansion drop, I have 9 or 10 days to get to level 100.
Is that what they're saying? I didn't get that at all.
Yeah,
That's what's happening.
They're dropping the 10th anniversary on the 9th day after Draenor drops.
And if you can only be max level to compete or to be able to enter that molten core, you have to be max level.
Well, that's not going to happen for me, so just sign me out.
Well, and I don't know if because they're doing a 3-month event, maybe that's how they're offsetting it, but that's pretty. Why not wait? Why not do it
I don't know, because in every
because the 10th anniversary is when the 10th anniversary is.
Blizzard, get your shit together. I already have a beta, so I can say this without fear of you not giving me a beta. Get your shit together. What's going on in your PR department where you're releasing these events and launches and
Yeah, I don't know. I have all the way up to the 4th anniversary and up from there. So I have every anniversary from there on out, and I don't remember them ever not giving me my penguin or my bear or my other stuff. I never had an issue not getting my corgi. So.
Oh, you're going to get your corgi, but if you want to get, they have a crown that you can earn.
Oh, right.
They have something called a celebration package, which I'm kind of curious about.
If you're not going to get to level 100, if you're not going to get to level 100 in 9 days, you're pretty much screwed.
Well, no, the celebration is going to last until, what is it, January 6th, something like that?
Oh, I don't even know what's in the celebration package. To me, a celebration package includes tacos, beer, and possibly, maybe, I don't even know. Tacos.
You got to have hot sauce.
So I don't really know what
Spanish fly.
I don't know what they consider a celebration, but I know what's a celebration package to me. Cake, of course, there has to be cake.
It's got to be cake.
There has to be cake. But yeah, that's going to be going on.
If you want to earn the Core Hound mount, you have to finish Molten Core.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you're going to get a Molten Corgi.
Yes.
Just for the anniversary.
Just logging in. That's what it said on there, just logging in.
It's like it's also available as a drop from the dungeon. So maybe you're not going to get it for free.
So if you're not playing WoW right now and you get on 6 months from now.
Let me tell you, mark my words, I'm getting me a corgi.
Also, we have the heirloom prices were released. That's nothing new. We already knew that the heirlooms were not going to be costing justice points anymore. They did release those prices. Just so you guys know, it's really okay. The gold prices, it ranges from 500 to 1,200 per piece, just like it does at the heirloom for the guild vendor. So this is exciting. I hate grinding dungeons just to get heirloom gear for a lower level, and it wastes all my leveling time that I could have. So I, for one, I think that's friggin' fantastic.
I went recently when I made my new mage for Argent Dawn Alliance. I said, man, I need some heirlooms for it. So I go to all of my tunes, and all of them combined finally got me some heirlooms. But if I was able to get it with gold, that would have been great. I would have just did it and just sent him.
Been done with it. You would have messaged me or texted me or called me and said, hey, I need some gold for my hair.
I need some gold.
That's what you would have done.
So instead, though, I had to really hope that my tunes had it. 3 of them didn't have them and 2 of them did. So I was like, yeah. So I was very excited about that. So gold's going to be much better.
You know what they haven't talked about? Maybe if one of you guys have heard it, I haven't heard them talking about them raising the cap for the BOAs, because right now it's 85. Are they going to raise that to 95?
I don't know.
I was reading something about in the beta where they were saying that the heirloom pieces that drop off of Garrosh were people were starting to figure out at what level they cap out at versus because the greens that you get as soon as you get in the expansion are better than purples, right? I don't think they're planning on bringing them past level 85.
Probably not. There's no need for
Who
it now.
cares? Yeah.
Yeah, there's no need for it now.
I was gonna say don't hate me because I'm beautiful, but them changing it from justice points to gold really doesn't affect me because every one of my alts who's less than 90 already has like a full set of enemy stuff at this point. So
yeah, it's not a big deal.
Justice points.
And at this point, when people start hitting 60, they're just gonna boost their tune.
Agreed.
They're not gonna do it.
I don't think they're gonna really. I agree with you. They're not gonna change the heirlooms above 85 because no one's gonna not be boosting at this point. I don't know. It's a shame.
Well, even if you boost at 90, you still have 10 levels with no. You have 10 levels with no BOAs. I think
go get yourself a weapon. Go play the new expansion.
Yeah.
10%, or is it 20%? That's not going to get you.
You don't get no freebies in the new expansion.
Yeah, that's true.
No way.
Get your face smashed in like everybody else.
That's true.
Like everybody else.
We also have more solid info on the 6.0 pre-patch, which I'll post a link here if you guys want to check that out. There's way too much to talk about. Most of us already know. The only thing that we do know for 6.0 for sure is they're implementing the new stat squish. So come 6.0 for the pre-patch, you're going to see the new stat squish. The new rating system is going to be implemented in 6.0. To me, this means awesome. You mean I can get normal gear instead of flex gear? Great. Let's frickin' rock this out. So they are going to be doing that. The new heirloom prices will be effective in the 6.0 patch. To add this in at the same time, the PTR has been launched for the pre-patch. So to get to the PTR, you have to go to your battle.net account. You need to go to games. You need to go where you see public test realm. You download it, then you'll see it on your battle.net launcher. You can actually test out the changes that are going to happen in pre-patch before the expansion comes out. They're encouraging everybody to check it out. I haven't had the time to, but we'll make that a point this week to be able to do it. So as Spam was mentioning earlier, get on there, check it out. We talked about it in pre-show. See what your tune can do in pre-patch differently than they can now, so you can adjust to it.
I think even if you don't want to waste time leveling your tune in public test realm or in beta, but now it's public, so everyone can do it. I think it's advisable to at the very least get on there and see what spells your character has and doesn't have anymore, and what you're capable of doing, what the stat squish is actually going to do to you.
What it looks like. Let yourself adjust to it slowly before jumping into Warlords of Draenor and seeing your stats.
I think we'll have less suicides coming over.
I agree. Also, so ducks appear in Draenor. This was funny because CM Lore posted this on his Twitter, and I'm like, I'm at work. Well, I work from home, but I'm working, and I get the tweet, and I look at my phone, and I'm like, okay, I have to stop what I'm doing right now, and I need to go find out what this duck situation's about. Apparently, you can fish. You'll be able to fish ducks. For what purpose? I don't know.
I think it said that they also appear. They're not. They're not just fishable. They actually appear
in random places.
Yeah. And I guess what I read about it is you can pick them up and throw them, and your pet will run and grab it and bring it back to you.
Yes, and they are rubber ducks. Let me be clear. These are not quack ducks. These are rubber ducky. You're so fun. You make bath time lots of fun ducks.
I think it's going to be great though.
Image right here.
If they do spawn in random places, which would be really cool, I can already imagine doing world PvP, sitting there, just what is it called, pooping on somebody, ducks. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, there's a duck right there.
I'm sorry, did you say pooping on somebody?
That's how you do it. That's what we call it.
What kind of fetish is that?
You just got pooped on. I don't know.
For those of you that are into that kind of fetish, you can add it.
Just add me to your friends list, and we will poop on people.
So the viewers,
you want to get pooped on.
So the viewers at home are aware. When Eli is not here, we say all the things that we really think, but we can't say because then the strong hand of the priest comes down and backhands us. So
he makes us edit the show.
We talk about things like pooping on someone, apparently, and we talk about teabagging because that's the kind of people we are.
We are those type of people.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I ain't scared.
Okay.
I think ducks suck, man. What the hell? Why is everything every 6 months at Blizzard they release something that's like
That's weird, right?
completely like April Fools,
It's
right?
I think their interns are the ones that come up with this stuff, and I'm dead
I know,
serious
but
about
that's how we ended up with pandas.
Oh.
Come on.
We
That was a
also
horrible idea.
What's next? Howard the Duck as a player character?
maybe we also have. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
You're good.
No, I just saying we still haven't heard nothing about there being any other playable tunes yet. They keep that stuff very secretive.
What do you mean playable tunes?
It ain't happening. If it was happening, we would have heard about it by now.
No, we wouldn't have.
We knew
we
about
never.
pandas months in advance.
They've stated
we knew
many.
about goblins months in advance.
They've stated on many developer interviews they are not introducing a new class this expansion.
No classes
No,
and
nothing.
races. It's not happening.
But can I tell you that there's so much to do and so much that they're changing that I think that was probably a smart move. We already have so much to adjust to. I mean, they're changing the whole face of WoW. Already so much to adjust to. I think that was a smart move. Why not introduce it when you're not changing the entire game? Introduce it.
You know what? On the front.
They've also got the beta key giveaway for week 10. For those of you that do it every week, keep on trucking. It took me 8 weeks before I finally got it. The beta key for this week, though, if you go to the site, you have to complete one of the following achievements. These are so easy. Explore Hillsbrad Foothills, explore Blasted Lands, and then Molten Core.
Again.
Should have already been done, so if it's done, sweet. If it's not, it happens. It's whatever. Just make sure that you guys go to Wowhead and take advantage of that. Beta's not that, or the WD is not that far away. Really, at this point, I got beta and I was really excited. I seen what I wanted to see. Some stuff regarding the Warlock was really, really depressing, and I'm at a point where I'm very angry, so I've stepped back from beta for just a little bit. I'm very, very angry and frustrated with some of the things that they've done to my main. So
now you know how it's like when they nerf the mages.
But I'm going to go into WOD with a smile on my face. I'm going to embrace the changes. I'm going to use this to hone my skills as a warlock and not let it cripple me. I'm not going to be one of those people in the groups that complains that WoW nerfed them so they suck. I'm just going to make it good and do what I got to do. So make sure you get your beta key. We already talked about the pre-patch or the PTR's launch, so make sure you check that out. The questing, the pre-patch event. The pre-patch event is basically the Blasted Lands quest that takes you through the Dark Portal. Takes you to Tanan Jungle, which is the starting area. It's going to be this huge event, so I don't really know how that's going to play out. Maybe they stop you from going any further once you've completed the Tanan Jungle stuff.
I think what it is if you guys remember in Mists of Pandaria, there's kind of like a quest chain that brings you through the portal, or if you're an alliance, you come in on an airship, and if you're in the horde, you come in on a blimp, and it's kind of like the noob area in Mists of Pandaria, where like you kind of land.
And this is great even for beta testers, because as a beta tester, just so you're aware, you don't get the quest that takes you through the Blasted Lands portal. You're already in the portal when you make your tune or copy your character in beta. So I didn't get to see anything that happened that led me to the Dark Portal. So I, for one, am really, really excited. I'm going to post a few screenshots that they've posted on Wowhead so that you guys can check out the stuff in Blasted Lands. But I mean, that's pretty much it. Let's talk about
the cinematic.
That's gonna have to be all you. They did release the Lords of War number 3. I hated all of it.
Okay, well here's the thing, as I noticed about the other two cinematics, it's all about the hardcore orcs and whatnot, and then it goes to Duator, which to me Duator is hardcore. You know, he murders everybody.
What?
I don't know. That's what's it. As we know, Duator is this hardcore guy, and then they tell us that he's like this hippie Indian.
He cries because his mother. Here's the thing.
Yeah, I was like, well, who is this guy? You know, who is out of all these orcs you show us, the one that we choose to lead us and lead the orcs into battle and all that is this freaking hippie.
The first cinematic, that guy was a badass. Even I am not anything horde related or orc related whatsoever. I hate all things horde and orc. I would even follow that guy. Badass. Grom, once again, badass. Stands up and says, I'm just going to kill you all, or I'm going to slave you all because you try to make me a slave. This third guy, really, you were in a forest with your mother and a wolf. lone wolf who was your best friend and your lifesaver, and that's your story? That's what makes you a warlord? I'm sorry, but killing wolves in a forest doesn't make you a warlord.
And then I totally agree with you there, because how do you show these great orcs had these massive stories and trials that they had to go through, and then you show this guy and he had to fight wolves off, you know? And he did it by himself, so obviously these wolves ain't that hard. I'll tell you right now, I'm a frost mage. I ain't gonna die by no wolf.
Now they're trying to say that the bloodlust is what gave him the ability.
So I don't understand. He says the bloodlust would come within him. To me, I don't know. I thought I knew a little bit of lore. When they're a bloodlust, their eyes were always red.
Yeah,
they were always pissed off. So these guys beat that. They were no longer under control.
He was trying to say that it was suppressed, and then in rare moments, I think, if I understand it correctly, you could bring out that bloodlust if you don't control it. So something clicked in him because of his mother, or I mean, he has mommy issues. So what's new? Garrosh has daddy issues, but
well, Grom was able to do it. Grom was able to suppress it, but it was still killing him inside.
Yes.
These guys looked completely healthy. They looked like they were normal guys, normal orcs. Like they weren't suffering from any of the issues.
He didn't really look like a cool orc to me either. He was a skinny guy, right?
He looked like Indians. Like if you watch Last of the Mohicans or what's the one with the
You're
with
pissing
the wolves.
off the Native Americans right
Yeah,
now.
no, I'm
Dances
just saying,
with wolves.
they look like Dances with Wolves. They actually had the hair of the Indians. Their facial features was like an Indian. It was like they're trying to make these orcs look a little more peaceful, and even though they know they are, but they're still orcs.
A little more human.
Yes.
I gotcha.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
I said the H word.
If you guys watched it and you guys loved it, that's awesome. If you didn't love it, comment on this. Comment and tell us how you feel. I want to know how you feel. And this is coming up towards, we're towards the end. We don't, unless you guys have any more news to talk about. The news portion is pretty much done. Go to our Facebook page, PWNcast, facebook.com/PWNcast. Go to our website, PWNcast.net. Leave us comments. We're starting to get more feedback. We had tons of comments this week. Give us feedback. If you don't like something, tell us what's changed. Tell us what you need, what you're looking for. That's what we're here for.
Hey, do you guys like our cool new format with a news show and a fluffy show?
Right.
Is it working for you?
Anybody love it? Do you hate it? Whatever. We're going to put the link to the second show, which is, it's not really the second show. It's PWNcast After Hours. You can click right here, and it'll take you to the next video. I don't know what's happening on my screen, but we do thank you for your guys' support, and we thank you for joining us every week. This means a lot to us to be able to do this for you. So also make sure you go to our page and like the page. We give away stuff all the time. All the time there's giveaways happening because we're waiting for Warlords. Spam says it all the time on the page. # waiting for Warlords of Draenor. So we're giving away free swag to keep us from the boredom. And we do want to make sure that that everybody gets free stuff because we like free stuff. So we want to thank you for spending the evening with us here at PWNcast. Now before we let you go, we want to make sure that you get the most out of your WoW experience. So every show we do have some advice to make sure that this happens for you. In-game, to make sure that you get the best experience, make sure you ice block for no reason. Do 2v2 arenas with 2 blood DKs, and always
you'll always win.
Always join a Celestial when you are not on Timeless Isle, and make sure you always ask for a port.
Yes, that's the best way to get the experience of WoW.
That's the only way to fly.
Just kidding. All right, click right here if you guys want to watch the PWNcast After Hours. We're going to get out of here, and we're going to go to the adult segment of the show. Thank you for joining us. Bye. Bye.
Bye. See you guys next week.
Spammy, bye.